Hey, what's going on? It's Signature Studio 81, and I got the one and only, my man's from, it's the west side?
Nah,
the east side, right?
Hell nah, I fought with the west side, and I fought with the east side. I'm from the north side, though.
The north side?
But really, you just sound from Charlotte. I don't really done been everywhere through the city.
Let's start that over. What's going on? It's Signature 81, and right now I got my man, B.I.G EZ from Charlotte, North Carolina. An up-and-coming artist, one of the dope. I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the first songs that I heard from you wasn't 1965, which is the new joint that you're promoting right now.
Facts.
The first one, I think it was it Get Money?
Long Money.
Long Money.
For sure.
See, that's the first time I heard you. See,
for sure.
That's the first time I heard you. And then I heard about you before because I don't know if you did a song, but I know you used to rock with my man De Niro.
Yeah, that's my dog.
My man J-Way Salsa. Shout out. That's the first person I ever interviewed when I came to North Carolina. So that's how long I've been knowing about you. Yeah, I've been in the background. I'm one of them dudes. But I'd like to welcome you to the show.
Appreciate you having me, man, for real.
Let me get into it. Let's start. Did you vote?
Keep it 100 now. Vote hell nah, man.
All right. If you did vote, if you was gonna vote, who would you have voted for?
To me, it really don't even matter for real, because that shit ain't gonna change none of my circumstances for real. Like, how I take care of my kids and how I provide, that shit ain't really changed nothing for me. But, you know what I'm saying, I was with my grandma and them going for, you know what I'm saying? They would vote for, what's her name? Camilla?
Camilla?
Yeah, they vote for Camilla.
Oh, man.
I used to come, because that was my grandma raised me under, you know what I'm saying, the shit, the law she done put on, you know what I'm saying? But I really agree with a lot of shit Trump talking about too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say, so I ain't really gonna vote either way. It don't really make me a difference, but it's a lot of pros and cons on both sides.
I feel the same way too, especially growing up in the hood. And when it comes to politics, sometimes we don't really see the benefits that they're talking about.
That's a fact.
Now, how do you feel? Do you feel like you received any benefits or got any benefits with I guess Biden and all that coming up, or do you feel like it made things a little harder?
The laws?
The laws?
Yeah, the laws, the laws that made it hard for, like, I don't want to say street niggas, I want to say people that come from where we come from, you know what I'm saying? Because our demographic is a little bit different. The way we had to, you know what I'm saying, get to where we need to go is a little different.
We're back at Signature Studio 81. We just had some technical difficulties, so I'm going to blurt. Y'all gonna see a little pop coming up for that.
Man, the devil hating on me.
That's the devil. We were talking about these politics. We was about to get into it. But besides just being the politics, about talking about politics and how it affects the hood, who was the most impactful person in your life right now?
That's crazy. She was just calling my grandma. That's crazy. I just had to, you know what I'm saying? But my grandma, definitely her. Because, like, all the laws and all the you know what I'm saying, the codes I really live by, that's the thing she instilled into me growing up, you know what I'm saying? So I live by a lot of morals, and I still stand by that old law just because how she raised me, you know what I'm saying? I stand like, and a lot of shit that's going on today, it ain't by that law, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta adapt, but she the biggest influence in my life for real.
Now, when you say that brings me back to, like, it's growing up in the childhood, and just thinking about other people's situation, especially us being as black people, black males. A lot of us grow up in like a single parent household and without our mother or our grandmother or something like that.
That's a fact.
What was the reason that led you to, if you don't mind telling us, what was the reason that led you leaving up with your grandmother, and why not your mother and father, or either or?
See, I got a story every time. It's like my shit like a movie for real, but I ain't never know my father growing up. I don't know the nigga name, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about him. And my mama, she still to this day battling a drug addiction. So, you know what I'm saying? She was in and out, like, ever since my childhood. So my grandma really came and got me since a baby for real. If it wasn't for her, I don't know where a nigga be at.
Now, do you reach out to your mother? Do you talk to her, or you just like cut ties? Because I know sometimes.
Nah, man, I don't never cut ties, man. It just get difficult for real. The shit get difficult because when you trying to help somebody and they're not ready to change, and you really want something for somebody that don't really, I can't say don't really like want it for themselves, it can get hard, get frustrated. You know what I mean? So you can find yourself helping and shit, and sometimes you can help somebody and it can hurt their situation.
Yeah.
And I believe it'd be like they could really, God got his own plan for certain people and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just really try to do my part in every aspect in life.
Now, how difficult has that been? Like, and I'm asking this for people that's in a similar situation, because there's some kids out there, somebody that doesn't know how to deal with that. How difficult has it been for you, and how do you handle that situation? Trying to help somebody, especially that person being a significant person in your life that brought you into this world. How do you handle that situation and maneuver through it?
It's crazy though, cause really how I handle that, it's hard for real. It's hard because, like I say, when you really want something for somebody and they don't really want it for itself, it can become difficult. But it's real hard. But how I handle it, I don't know. I just keep striving because I feel like that's the reason why I'm here. Is to help. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed with certain situations and I see certain things that other people can't see at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's my duty. That's my purpose to be here to help. So it get hard, but I don't never really give up.
Now, growing up, I can imagine it must have been rough, must have been tough and difficult, especially as a child. Now, I don't know how early. Did you look at things different as a child, trying to like deal with that situation? Like, where's my mother at, and why am I here?
Nah, as a younger man, that shit fucked me up because I never understood. You know what I'm saying? Then like I got siblings, like my sister and my cousins. I called them my siblings because really my grandma really was the glue. She raised everybody for real. So these who my brothers and sisters for real. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their fathers and shit, and I didn't really understand. So at a point when I was younger, I used to get angry, I used to get sad, however you want to. I used to be emotional. I really didn't understand a lot of things. Like just ain't had an answer to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of things my grandma ain't really know how to tell me because I was so young. So I had to grow to learn what was going on.
Okay.
You feel me? So hell yeah, I look at it way different now than I did back then because I didn't understand.
All right. Now, growing up and having a grandmother taking care of you, what introduced you into the street life?
Let me say, man, it's a lot of different things, man. Cause like, I don't know, that shit was just really in my family. Like, I don't really want to say I was born in that shit, but I was born in that shit in a sense. You know what I'm saying? My grandma did her best she can do, and I wasn't like fucked up, but like the streets was there.
Yeah.
That's all the nigga knew for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was from Hidden Valley. Like I said, I'm from the north side. I'm from Hidden Valley. So soon we jumped out the porch, you know what's going on in here. Well,
yeah, I know.
You know what's going on. So that was what was in my face when I came out the porch. You know, I came out the porch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I adapted to that life. You know what I mean? And plus the music and shit I'm listening to, all type of shit.
Yeah.
So it all played a part. You know what I mean?
Now growing up in the street life and being involved in the music, I already know, like, being a parent, period, can be scary, because you just mentioned about, having kids. Being a parent as a regular person can be like very scary, but being a street dude and dealing with music business, I can imagine it just being even harder. But what is your biggest fear as an artist and a parent trying to raise kids and handle this music career?
My biggest fear is failing. Just like disappointing my kids, you know what I'm saying? My kids look up to me. I'm like a superhero to them. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell them nothing about me. I'm that, you know what I mean? So my biggest fear is disappointing them, failing them. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, I don't really care about nothing else for real. And they see me with the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I had the love for the music way before my kids spark a different flame into me to where I know, like, I ain't got no choice now but to make this shit shake. You know what I mean? Because I can't do the shit I was doing back then. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah.
So, back to, like, just being a parent. How many kids do you have?
I got 3 kids.
Boy, girl, 2 girl, boy.
2 girls, 1 boy.
Who's the oldest?
My daughter, the oldest. Her name Halo.
All right. And who's the
7.
youngest?
And my youngest daughter named Hopeless. My son in the middle.
All right. Do you raise your son different? Do you raise your daughter? Are you more hard on him? Because I know as sons, we try to prepare him as men, we try to prepare our sons for the world. But as fathers, we're a little bit easier on our daughters.
I ain't gonna say hard. I'm a little more strict on him, but I can say I'm kind of strict on both of the oldest 2. I'm strict on him because he the boy. I be trying to build the toughness, the guidance, like you gotta be able to provide and protect, you know what I'm saying? That's what we here for.
Gotcha.
But I also be on my oldest because she said, like, you know what I'm saying, the oldest,
She sets
they
the
do
example.
everything they do, they got it from her. So
Yeah.
I be on her a lot too though, and she don't really understand. She be like, why I get it? Cause they got it from you, you know what I mean? So hell yeah, so my youngest kind of really get away with a lot of shit. She already
Really?
she in the cut.
Well, the baby daughters always get they always get away with everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, being real, and I'm gonna say just being real as far as like street and authenticity. Being real can have like a significant impact on your career. It can draw fans to you, but it also can have like a negative impact. Do you fear the consequences of a negative impact on your career, and how do you handle it? Like just being a street dude and being in the music industry.
At first, I used to. I used to feel that shit. I used to feel a lot because at first, I ain't gonna say I used to feel a lot. I just used to want to be that. So I used to try so hard to be that in my music, but I'm already that for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to realize like I don't really gotta try something that you is. So now it's just like I really don't care because it's gonna align with who it's gonna align with. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Who gonna get it? It's meant to be for who it's meant to be. Who it ain't meant to be, it ain't for you.
Right.
Type shit.
Now, is family important for you? And if so, how important is family for you?
Family number one. Family is the reason I get up and make shit shake every day. You know what I'm saying? Family, like, man, it's like the dynamic in my family, man, is like, bro, we got, I don't really know how to say it, but I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
It's either you a hustler or you a drug addict. That's like the two different types in my family. Sometimes we got both of them in my family, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to break that curse.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say a curse, I'm trying to break the dynamic. I'm trying to change, bring something else to a weekend, you know what I'm saying, to the family. Like I can take care of the family off of this. This is my dream, I love doing it. And also I feel like it's my calling. It's more than what I love doing, it's my calling. I feel like I say, everybody got a purpose. It got to be part of my purpose, you know what I mean? I know that for a fact.
All right. Well, being in the street, like being in the streets, being in the music industry, with everything in your life as far as that, let's talk about on the street aspect. What's one of your biggest regrets?
Man, I regret, man, dealing with a lot of people that I shouldn't even been dealing with, having the wrong people around me, you know what I'm saying? Just making a lot of wrong decisions, man. You know what I mean? I talk about this shit a lot for real because I know if I didn't make a lot of them decisions, my outcome I'd probably been here way faster, or way, you know what I'm saying, close to my goals or whatever. And I know it slowed me down just by making the wrong decisions or being around the wrong people. It just deteriorates what you got going on if it's not aligned, you know what I mean? And trying to help the wrong people, that shit can hurt too, you know what I mean?
But what's one of your biggest, what is one of the things you wish you had done differently growing up?
Let me see, man. I wish I would have understood the consequences, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you hear about, like, okay, man, you don't, like, when you in this type of life that we grew up in, you gotta, it's like, it's only one way. You don't got no time, you don't got no space for mistakes. You don't got no room for mistakes. It's only one way you can do this shit. So I wish I would have understood the consequences before I made those decisions, even though I knew, like, this could happen. Until it happened, and you in the consequences, you in the middle of that motherfucker, now you understand it.
Yeah.
I wish I had that understanding first.
Yeah, because sometimes
You
you
know
look
what I mean?
back, it'd be too late to try to
Yeah.
say something or do something. Now, what's one thing in the world right now that you feel like you can't do without?
Shit, my kids, man. Family. I ain't gonna say my kids, my loved one. The people who I love. That's what it's about for real. For me anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I can't do without that.
Now, do you have a group of friends that keep you grounded? Because I know sometimes, like, just being in the industry, even being in the streets, what's them people that keep you grounded, and how do they do that? Because I know sometimes, like, when it come to you partying too much, when it come to you just not taking time to yourself, who keeps you grounded and say, hey, it's time to come back to reality, settle down, and come back to this?
One of the people, and the nigga just left out, my homeboy Joe. Like, we grew up together. We from the same neighborhood, went to the same school, everything. You know what I'm saying? Since Pee-wees. But me and him watch each other evolve because we both used to do a lot of ignorant shit before we realized a lot of certain shit. And we just be sharpening each other up in certain areas. He ahead of me on. I say he more wiser than me on. In certain areas, we be just be giving each other that game. When he see me slipping, he get on me like, bro, you tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I respect that though. I respect it because a lot of niggas will see me tripping when I wasn't really seeing that I was tripping and be with the shit and watch me crash out and really give a fuck about your situation. He ain't that type of nigga. He gonna let you know.
Like, check you right there.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Hold on, my fault. Him and also my cousin Tony, for real. Like, that's another influence in my life. And yeah, man, he get on me a lot too though. You know what I'm saying? I be tripping here. Another nigga called me like, you can't do that. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? So them two, I know they got my best interest. So I really listen to what they say. You know what I mean?
Well, how do you deal with people that don't have your best interest? Because I know some of us got them people out here that just a yes man. They're always that person that's always, yeah, that's cool, let's do it. Or that person that see you fucking up and don't say nothing. And just be like, all right, it's cool, everything cool, we just gonna do this again.
I say once you realize a nigga that'll do some shit like that he don't give a fuck about you or your situation. So the best thing you can do is, if you a nigga like me, get away from that nigga, because I'm not like that. I ain't got no space for taking no loss. So if you in my way, I got to get away from you, or like I ain't trying to do nothing to you because I done been, you know what I'm saying, been down that road. So I'm just gonna have to remove myself from that situation type shit.
All right. Now, let me ask you. We about to get tough, you know. All right, what is
take a drink for this?
Yeah, go ahead, take a drink, cause love, take a drink. All right. What is your take on being in a relationship? And is there a special someone in your life, or you just out here having fun?
Nah, I'm not out here having fun. I got a situation. I'm dealing with somebody, and actually we figuring it out right now. That's what I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things we working on. But my aspect on the relationship, it definitely has its pros and cons if you ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It can be the right situation that can make you flourish, or it can be the wrong situation that can bring you down. You just gotta know how to pick between the two. You know what I mean? So I'm still learning. And I'm gonna say like that, I'm still learning too. You know what I mean? So
now, what comes with dealing with you, as far as somebody being in a relationship with you?
Man, I'm fucked up. Like, what I mean by fucked up is like the shit that I've been through. Like I said, I'm still learning, so I still make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. Like, it's a roller coaster. It ain't gonna be no, you know what I mean?
It ain't gonna be no walking apart.
I promise you, it's worth it. I promise you, with this roller coaster, when we get to where we going, you gonna understand everything we went through and all that shit. Because I got a goal at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And the persons I end up dealing with, she got to align with my goal. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying. It ain't no trying. I'm going somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what's your red flags in a woman? Something that just gets on your nerves that you can't deal with?
I say like, keep it gangster. I say understand me. I ain't gonna say I can't deal with it, because it's different things that comes with understanding. People got their own perspective. I wouldn't say I couldn't deal with it, but I say I couldn't deal with it, and I say I could deal with it. It depends on the situation.
Gotcha.
If it's deal wittable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I feel like if she get this shit, she gonna make sense, I work with it because I know what's on the other side of the fence. But if I don't feel like this motherfucker ain't nothing on the side of the fence,
it ain't even worth it.
There ain't no point. You know what I'm saying? But if I see something, I work that shit out. Because like I say, I got problems. I came from some shit 9 times out of 10. She dealing with me. She came from some shit.
Gotcha.
To even understand me, to even see me eye to eye. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
now,
I know that for a fact.
What's your red flags that you have yourself that somebody might have to deal with?
Oh, man. Let me see. Let me see. I got a quick temper, man. I got a quick temper, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I be tripping.
Oh man, you got a temper?
I ain't gonna say like I be tripping out. Just like not on no little kid shit. Just like, man, I don't really got patience for a lot of shit that I feel like motherfuckers should already have a line or together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really got patience for this shit.
Okay.
Cause I already got, like I say, man, my problem solving skills is trying to go to get me further. I don't really got time to be trying to break down problems that really don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you. All right. We're gonna pull back away from a little relationship, and we're gonna talk about this song you got, 1965.
Though from 65 to You Believe in Magic. Huh?
So, what was your inspiration to that? For
Man.
that, I should say. I'm sorry.
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you a little story real quick. So, like you said, I raised my grandma. So my grandma introduced me to music. So the shit she playing is the shit that she know, the shit from her era, all the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, you know what I'm saying? So I'm big on that. Before I was even in rap, that's what I was listening to. I'm talking about know the words, I'm saying all that shit coming up until I start listening to Tupac, but that's another story.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, my grandma had me on all the old school artists and shit. So fast forward to now, I'm making music and I'm using references to these artists that you hear in this song to my life, like metaphorically. You know what I mean? So 1965, you know what I'm saying? So really, okay, look, the title 1965, when I say this dope from 65, do you believe in magic? My fault. So what that really mean is like, this shit came from back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm an old school nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers like the term on the street, like what they say, they want that shit from back in the day.
From back in the day, yeah.
I got that shit from back in the day.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm coming with.
All right, so when it comes to your vulnerability in your music, what is, vulnerability in your lyrics and in your music, what is something you want the fans to take away from that?
Man, just be you. Don't worry about what nobody else say, because a lot of motherfuckers gonna goddamn be in your ear saying, don't do this, don't do that. Whatever you feel in your heart, whatever line with you, you stand on it. Mm-hmm. And that's how I do with my music. Because everything I feel, all my shit is emotional. I don't really write. I'm really trying to get back and write, but I be like freestyling, punching in. So at the moment, when I'm making my music or whatever, that's how I feel.
Now, what is something you want people to understand about where your music is coming from, and who does your music speak to?
It speak to, I'm gonna answer the last question first.
Okay.
It speak to people who come from the place I came from. Like you say, it's motherfuckers out who got the same background story, you feel me? It's speaking to all of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This the shit that I wish a motherfucker would have told me when I was coming up going through this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like so the music I came up off of is like really teach you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what I be doing, putting in my music. It teach you. It teach you how to overcome this shit, because that's what I'm telling you about, how I overcame my struggle.
Now, what is your legacy that you're trying to leave behind with everything? Because some people, they just out here just chasing the bag. Some people just out here just doing it just because they could do it. Man, you seem like you got a message, along with your message, is something that you're trying to leave behind for the people to understand and people to talk about. What is that? What does that legacy look like for you?
And I gotta go out one of the greatest, if not the greatest. You know what I mean? I gotta be in that conversation with Mike. I gotta be in that conversation with Pop. You know what I mean? The shit they left behind for real, cause those people touched so many people just with their story. Just even how they came up and the shit they been through, you know what I'm saying? By hearing that in that music, it touched so many people that been through the same shit. So that's really, it's a gift, real, you know what I'm saying? So that's my gift to the people. That's why I give to the people.
Now, how has your music helped you grow, like, as far as your life and as far as, like, just dealing with everything in life? How has your music helped you grow, and how much has it helped you grow?
Music definitely helped me grow, but I'm trying to see how can I put it. Because by me telling my story, I'm putting my life on these tracks. So you hear me growing on the track. So by me creating a track, it's like by my fans. Okay, so if you go back to all my projects and shit, you can hear the growth from the beginning, even like the wisdom.
Yeah.
I was a wild young nigga. You know what I'm saying? My first project, they ease the way out, man. I'm crazy. And to now, I'm talking like, you know what I'm saying? I really ain't on it. I'm trying to raise my family. So yeah, my music grow with me. You know what I'm saying? So.
What? Well, what's your creative process look like? 'Cause I see you smoking. So you bring in some. What's that? Casamigos?
Casa Frico, man.
Casa Frico. What's your creative process like? How do you get ready to put your life onto a track?
Shit, I gotta have some weed in that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing music. I got my own studio, so I probably be in the crib and shit. But I gotta be in my zone. I gotta feel it for real, cause I try to record some shit, and if I don't feel it, I ain't gonna record shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna look in there, just listen to beats.
Yeah.
But if I feel it, you might make a hit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be. But the creative process, man, I gotta have my weed. I gotta be in my zone. My kids turn me up for real. Cause I be, like I said, I be smoking, so I be telling them, go in y'all room. I don't like smoking around my kids. Go in y'all room. I'm recording. I'm working. They hear the beat, they come out dancing, goddamn. I'm like, man, I can't even work. But I see the inspiration, like. If they fucking with it, I know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the youth gravitate towards it, a lot of times the song can be big.
Yeah.
So they help a nigga out too, for real.
Who's your biggest fan out of your 3 kids?
My son.
He just like you?
I ain't gonna say he just like me, but he just like me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he just like me, but he just like me because he wanna be just like me, and I be really pushing him to be himself. Like, man, you great. He be like, Daddy, you great. I want to be you. Like, bro, you great. You know what I'm saying? He want to be a rapper and everything. And I tell that nigga, like, bro, you it. You already that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's probably my biggest fan of all of them. But they all love what I do. You know what I'm saying? They all look up to me.
What's one of your biggest challenges as an artist right now?
Keep it real, bro. Overcoming the streets and trying to go 100% rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I still got this family I got to take care of. And I done made a lot of mistakes, so it deteriorated my career from being where it should be. And I got to get back. And I took losses, you know what I'm saying? I got to shake back. I'm a boss. A boss gonna shake back from a loss.
Exactly.
And I'm in the process of shaking back. But my biggest is just going 100% rapper, because that's my goal. I don't really, street shit ain't where it's at. You know what I mean?
Well, what are you hoping to get out of this music career? What's going to be your biggest takeaway? When it's all said and done, when you get to where you want to be, what's going to be your biggest takeaway?
Man, when I'm gone, when this shit gone, my kids gonna have to be able to live out this shit comfortably. They don't have to work if they don't want to. They gonna work because they all bosses. I'm gonna create bosses. I'm gonna make sure they create bosses. I'm gonna steal that. So, but the thing is, like, we don't have to go through the shit we went through to get this shit. You don't have to go through the shit I went through to get this shit.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's my goal. When they wake up, oh, you can go start that business, your idea that you wanted to be, whoever you wanted to be. You can go do that. Because we got the shit to back you, and I'm gonna support you. That's a fact.
Right.
So yeah, that's my goal.
Look, that's it for our time today. It's my man B.I.G EZ in the building. I'm V-Dot, the signature 81, and it's definitely a pleasure to have you, man. Like,
appreciate you.
I fuck with your music and everything. And like I said, I've been watching you from the sideline for a bit, stuff like that.
Going up.
Won't you give people? Let them know where they can find your music and all your social media.
Man, B.I.G EZ on all music platforms, man. Go get that 1965. That shit dropped on my birthday, November 17th, man. Look, shit everywhere. My Instagram, B.I.G_EZ. Facebook, Twitter, all that shit, B.I.G EZ, man. Look, shit bigger than life, man. I'm out.